Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so I wanted to do a little therapy session. First of all, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. To start, um, I feel interesting. I guess, it's not interesting. You just have to make certain life adjustments when you make certain choices. Obviously, if you followed my apes rant yesterday, you know that I uh, took a gamble with my crypto money and basically blew most of it. But I didn't lock in that sell, so I own something that's not worth what it was that I purchased. Maybe it recovers. It looks like that's an uphill battle. So I'm trying to deal with the short term aspects of my bad decision. Yeah, it's funny though. For whatever it's worth, because of the uniqueness of the situation, um, when I look at my crypto account and it shows my losses, it shows what it is that I purchased as real value, and that is eye-opening because it shows me losses that I did not take. It shows me losses that I would have taken if I would have bought it at its original price before the crash, not the price it was after it had fallen 100%. So the possibility, I'm not saying that I could get that money because I 100% believe that that is not possible. But that little bit of hope to look and see that was why I did it. Because I know, and you guys don't know what I'm talking about if you don't follow it, but Terra Luna is a crypto that fell flat. All of the crypto fell because of it. I personally believe that it could have been in a coordinated attack um, on the financial market. There's good explanations for why all of this is happening, and when I say good, I mean, you know, real world explanations, functional explanations for why this coin did this. But it could have been manipulated in other areas to force it to happen. At the end of the day, it has wiped out people's life savings. The money itself that they stole from was not speculative crypto money. It's not anything else other than stuff that you would put your savings. A place where you put your savings is supposed to be a stable space. So money that could not be lost, money that was not supposed to be gambled, money that was not supposed to be toyed with was messed with and wiped out. So because I know this is the case, I know that everybody who was affected by this is going to be lumped together one way or another. And I jumped in, knowing that was going to be happening to me. I didn't know to what well, yeah, I knew it would probably go to zero. What I was frustrated about was the fact that it started to dip much further, I guess you can say, from where it was at. They decided not to shut it down for several hours. Now, they have since shut it down, so you probably can't purchase it anywhere, which to me, in my mind, changes the value entirely from a psychological standpoint. Now it goes from something that was worth $100 a pop 2 days ago to worth fractions of a penny yesterday to not being available at all to purchase at all. Now, when something's not available, what does that do? It drives the demand up, in theory, depending on what it is, but it's just the point. Now it can't be gotten. It just shows the vast degrees of separation from value of this particular thing. And in 3 days, it could change from that to you can't even get it. And now it's like, okay, well, I don't believe, based on what it is that I was looking at, based on what it is that I thought was possible after all of this goes down, it all still looks like exactly what I thought it would look. Because at the end of the day, you're talking about people who had their everything wrapped up in this. Some of those people are very rich. Some of those people are very wealthy. Some of those people are very important, I'd imagine. Some of these people were not crypto investors. They were people who were parking their money somewhere, money that they really need to pay other people off who are looking at this situation. It gets too dicey. And I just believe that this is something that they're not going to be able to just say, it was a rug pull, sorry you guys, your money's gone. Because in crypto, when that happens, to my knowledge, it's always been a speculative coin. Money that people threw in at their own risk. Money people knew, hey, if they, there's a chance This this wasn't supposed to have a chance. This should have never occurred. This was stable coins that are supposed to be fixed at a certain price being drugged to the ground during a time where everything's just falling apart around us financially. So, to say the least, to see this as an opportunity to buy something that could be worth a lot or could be worth nothing, I thought was worth the risk. Anytime I buy anything, the coin that I own was Doggone Mars. I was ready to own that thing for the next rest of my life, hoping that it would make millions of dollars someday. It's a meme coin with a lot of utility to it, and I believe in it and can't wait to purchase it back. And I should not have sold all the way out of it to get in this deal. But my thing was, I need to take every single coin that I got and throw it into this risky situation, because at the end of the day, the possibilities are massive, and I am a gambler when it comes to stuff like this. And it works against me sometimes, and I believe it'll work in my favor at some point if I do it the right way. And so this time we are looking at it. The risk is still the same. The money is still not accredited, but I got a bunch of something that was worth $100 2 days ago. A bunch. So when you look at those losses that they're telling me this is worth, it's a damn lot more money than I've ever had in my entire life, to be completely honest with you. It's a damn lot more. So whenever they fix this, it'd be 10 years from now, 10 days from now, whenever this gets brought to the forefront, I was a part of it, and for whatever that's worth, I'll be awaiting whatever's coming my way because of it. And that's what I signed up for. That's exactly what I signed up for. You know, it's just one of those situations where you understand. Like, it's not that you understand because you don't have proof necessarily. But when you hear the chatter, you look at everything that's going on around the financial market, you look at who's doing what and why, you understand that who is probably the same who's that we're going up against. Probably it's a risky word, but it lines up in a lot of ways to think that the people who are the apes are trying to go up against in this AMC GME thing are the same entities or types of entities that would try to force such an event. You know, someone that would require such massive amounts of liquidity at a massively fast time. You know, quickly, like to get that much money that fast. Usually that type of thing money doesn't move that fast. Do you understand what I'm saying? It just doesn't. And so when you know something funny is going on, and in my mind I knew this thing was going to get delisted or halted indefinitely, because I had gone through this with PowerBook, and I made a video about this as well. PowerBook did the exact same thing, but I only bought one single PowerBook share, or coin rather. And you know, the thing pretty much did exactly what this did. You know, it shot up to the moon along with another stable coin that shot up to the moon, and they had to go and restabilize it. So I'd already seen this movie before. I know what happens in this case. They halt everything, they go back, they reset it, and then you sell it at the price that they end up settling on. The problem with this is that stable coin was purchased speculatively. The money wasn't already there, it had just launched, and people were flooding into it, driving it to the moon. And the PowerBook thing was also riding the wave with it. I don't remember the name of the thing. I think it was Goya or I don't remember, something like that. But it ended up stabilizing, and you know, as a stable coin, that was its functionality. But this is not that. This is more so something else. And so as I'm reading up on it and looking at it, as I see what they're doing with it and the fluctuating occurred losses, which have fluctuated many percentages, so you know they're behind the scenes trying to work this thing out one way or another, try to get people as much money as they can back in it. You know, I'm all for returning all of their money. I don't need to take massive amounts of profit as if I paid $100 for each coin. I don't think that is the right return for myself involving myself in this situation to be compensated for my losses. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if they reset it and everybody gets the same amount, they turn it up and it goes back up to say $100 a coin. That's an amazing profit for everybody who did what I did. But I think the right thing to do is for people like us. We just want the thing reset to a space that we can profit off of. The people who really need this thing to reset, they need all of their money back. You understand what I'm saying? And so there should be a way for that to be balanced out and make sure that those people get their money and people like myself don't get their money. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think we should, nor am I asking that they give it to me. I think that all those people should get their money back before myself. I do believe that. It's just right. They lost way too much money. It's really, really too serious. So, I respect what they're doing. If anything, I'm just piggybacking it, knowing the entity we're going up against, knowing that they're going to have to fix this. And if they don't fix this, this is going to set up a reverberating, pile on of problems for them. This is the beginning of their issues if they don't find a way to fix this. And the thing about it is, because it's a stable coin, because it's supposed to be something that brings forth faith, it's not just this particular coin that they need to fix. They need to understand that people have lost a lot of faith in the market itself. So if they don't fix this, again, reverberating negative stuff for the crypto market. Now you're looking at crypto market saying, okay, when's the next one of these? Anytime any volatility takes place with any type of coin whatsoever, people are going to pull all their money out. You're going to have people pull their money out for good and put it elsewhere. And that's what crypto can't have. Taking steps backwards in a time where crypto is slipping anyway in its price value. People stop believing in crypto. They think that we were 5Gs. And every bit of these projects that are really, really good, they could find themselves in a dangerous spot or just evaporated entirely. And that's something that the crypto market obviously is not better for having happen. So in my opinion, it would be best for them to invest in fixing this thing, however much it costs, to keep from having to occur the losses that come with this process going south long term. So I know that should be their objective if they're interested in preserving the space, which they are. We're talking about trillions of dollars over however many years in the future. They don't want to start that process of having that be derailed in any way. They want to be able to secure as many coins as they can from each and every one of us, and having our life savings ripped up from under us and having it not returned, yeah, that is not going to make anybody want to invest in crypto. It's not. You're going to see regulations, which is probably what this is about. But I don't even know if those regulations are going to make people feel better about crypto, because obviously we're all here to kind of get away from that. So it kind of makes crypto redundant if suddenly the government comes in and just starts treating it like stocks, start treating it like everything else. And then we look at what's going on in stocks and you're like, well, with all due respect, government, you're not exactly doing the greatest job there. So people start getting hopeless. People start finding other ways to invest their money. And I don't know what the goal is. Maybe that is the goal. Maybe they want people to get out of crypto. Maybe they're trying to make that an exclusive space or something. I don't know. I look at the advent of different mobile apps in regards to investing, and I think that retail has gotten a little too close to wealth for corporates' liking. I think we're getting a little too close to being able to take care of ourselves without the need of their manipulation tactics and bullcrap. And they don't want that. Mom and pop shops start popping up left and right. Yes. Does it get to a point where they can swallow them all up if they want to with the Amazons and all these different things? They can in theory, but if the environment itself changes and people start looking around saying, I got money, you got money, let's invest in each other, we can all get rich, and we stop going to Amazon, we stop going to this, we start going to each other because we're all funded. It's one of those things that's the worst nightmare for the corporate world out there. That makes it so that they have to adjust to the world that doesn't really need them, and that is something that doesn't exist right now. So they don't want to start the process of that. That's not what their 100-year, 20-year plans are about. Not the independence of regular people, but more so the controlling and the hoarding of them and sending them to the future in whatever way it's going to be. my opinion is probably in the space to work hard and continue to build out there. So if I'm a betting man, I'll say that they're looking more so to create a trillion jobs and less than a trillion entrepreneurs. So it is what it is, man. I look at all of this situation, I just say, I just, understand that I'm in a space in my life where I can see things a little differently because of the specifics of my world. I don't have a lot of things distracting me from just doing whatever I want to do. And what I want to do is, fight the good fight in regards to this financial situation. I'm not going to sit up here and say I've been a victim of financial fraud. Nobody's come through and snatched me out of my home or any weird stuff in my life, but I see it happening to others and it matters to me. I see, I don't have to have my life savings wiped out for me to want to protect against such a thing in whatever way possible. I don't need to have somebody stop, take away the buy button for me, even though they did. I don't need that to be a personal thing for me to see that it needs to be stopped by all of us, And so when I make these little weird gung-ho decisions, it's always from a place of intent in regards to wanting to fight the good fight in that way. That's all I've been about since this process began a year and a half ago. So with this being as it is, and it being something that looks like it could be manipulated, it sounds, the rumors, the DNA of the whole situation. You go on the Wall Street bets, and all these different forums, you talk about Luna. You see who's talking about Luna, and then you see who's detracting away from it, and you realize it's the exact same people who are detracting from AMC and GME. The same burner accounts that have so much to say about AMC and GME are the ones telling people that this is a coin that's never coming back, that they are going to lose all their money and they should just sell out and let it go, that they should consider what it looks like to just go back to work. Just teasing people, telling them that Terra Luna they should be ashamed of themselves for investing in that and allowing it to get to this point and all of that. Belittling FUD, something that's going to make you jump off a roof if you're weak in that way, or make you want to just sell out of your position or everything and never invest again. The various stuff that'll ultimately get you, if you're an investor, to pull all your money out. That's what they try to do in regards to this Terra Luna thing. And my thing is, if you've already gotten all the money from the people and there's no way for this thing to recover, why are you sending FUD bots to further destroy the confidence of people who have already lost everything? Do you understand what I'm saying? If this isn't you, why are you applying your methods to it? That's what I would say to those who I know are behind the scenes doing what it is that they do. See, that's the thing about it. I speak in circles because it's important that this is understood. Citadel and all those other entities that are accused of being the enemies of the apes, they have come out with a statement saying that they didn't have anything to do with this. Let that be clear. However, the same shills that try to weasel you out of your shares in AMC and GME, those same burner accounts that have only posted once or twice, are also commenting on Terra Luna. The same type of FUD in the same type of way. If it has no hope, why are they there? They only show up for stuff that they're involved in. They only show up to either pump stuff that they are fudding, or pump stuff that they're pumping up, which is meant to rug pull you, like silver, like various things that they have done this with. Clove, Be Big, legitimate investments, but manipulated for a time. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not that these are bad investments. They never were. It's just that these people got a hold of them for a moment to use for their own bidding. They obviously own as much of it as they need to control whatever they need to, and they are using it as a tool against retail. Everything that they use is a tool against retail. They use these bots, these shills, these burner accounts to try to manipulate, deter, belittle, insult, whatever it is they can do to try to plant a psychological seed in the minds of those that are involved in it to get them to do what it is they want them to do. They do not comment on things that don't apply to them. Never. I've been studying them for a year and a half. They don't. If something's going to the ground and no one is mentioning it in Wall Street Bets, no one's saying I own this, no one's saying anything, I don't see them talking about it. They don't troll Tesla. They're never trolling stuff that doesn't involve retail interests. And as I told you guys, I believe Terra Luna was a retail attack. They used every soul. All of the other people that lost their money was collateral damage for them to attack us. They know we are in there. And in the Terra Luna, in the UST. They know we're in there. And they also know that that's money that we can't afford to lose. So if they take the money we can't afford to lose, what do we have to sell? What it is that we're dying to hold on to. The AMC shares, the GME shares, the ones that they ultimately need. Their gold ticket is what they need. See, that's what I would do if I were them. That's how I know it's them. You can't get us to sell our shares. You cannot. What you can do is destroy everything around us so that we have no choice but to sell our shares to save our lives. That's what they're doing. They're trying to destroy the economy. This is what we predicted. Been what we predicted. First, it was just them putting the shills out there. Hey, it's not going to work. We're going to ruin the stock price itself. When they realized that all we were doing was doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down on the cheaper shares, what did they do? Up the ante on the psychological drama. More volatility, more burner accounts, more misdirection using YouTubers to tell us different stuff that doesn't really necessarily go along with the notion that they were showing us in the beginning of their tenures as YouTubers about AMC, telling us to do this, telling us to do that. That doesn't really go along with it. How did they change their tune so soon? Just speculative. I don't know a thing. This could be that. This could be nothing. But what I'm telling you is this. If I need you, absolutely need you to get rid of something that you're holding, and I can't do anything, I can't even force you to do it in any way. The fear of death, the fear of jail, the fear of losing family, nothing gets you to shake it. The only thing I can do is destroy the environment around you to a point where holding it doesn't make any sense for you no more, because if you hold it, then you can't grab onto something to save you. That is what they needed to do. And the best way to do that is to try to destroy something that all the apes have their money in. They can't destroy your savings account. They can't get in and snatch your property away from you. You know, they're not going to be able to necessarily just reach in and default your businesses. So what can they do? What can they do? What stable source of retail money can they mess with to not only secure the liquidity that they need for their own stuff, but to also psychologically break you and force you in a position to let go of what it is that they need you to let go of? How can they do that? Default a stable coin. Destroy a stable coin's environment. Not just defaulting the stable coin, but messing with Terra Luna, the thing that powers the stable coin, and the thing that powers Terra Luna. So you see what I'm saying? This is what I would do if I was on their side. So I know they're doing it, or the possibility of them doing it makes sense, because I would. Not to say I'm the smartest person in the world, but I know how to keep you from taking $1 trillion from me, or $100 trillion, or whatever it is. I know that. I know exactly how to do that. And so because I know how to do it, I know how you would do it if you were going to do it to me. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm not on this camera telling you that this is something that's going to absolutely happen. I'm just telling you I believe it is. I've been wrong before. I would never tell nobody to follow me, put your money where I put my money, unless you feel the way I do about what it is I'm doing. But what I'm telling you is, if you don't feel the way I'm feeling about what it is I'm doing, it's probably because you're not afraid of what it is that they're doing. And you probably should be, based on how much money they're securing. And I've been saying that the whole time, regardless of what's going on. When people are securing trillions of dollars, they are not looking to do anything good with it. You think they would looking to build some beautiful school like LeBron James, or looking to cure cancer? These people are looking to do some God knows what. And that is the biggest part of all of this, and it's the least talked about. Yeah, we talk about them taking money from us. They're taking our money, they're taking our money, they're taking our money. I'm not that kind of selfish. I don't stop when I lose. My mind still keeps going. What are you doing with the money you're taking? Okay, I lost money. Boo-hoo, I'm crying. I lost it all. I'm standing still. I'm in a room by myself. I'm looking around. Now what? What are you doing with that money that you took? Where's it going? See what I'm saying? A lot of people just stop thinking when their money gone. They start looking at their own problems. They look around the room. They start realizing they need to go hurry up and get to the next bag because they lost the last one. Now I'm wondering where the last one went. What are you doing with that bag? I got to stop you from using that bag. Not trying to hurry up and get another one so you can take that one from me too. No. We gotta revisit what the hell you just did. I'm of that mindset. So, like I told them a year and a half ago, January 27, 2021, you have created a monster. As it pertains to this AMC ape thing, you don't ever mess with poor people when they're trying to make a fraction of what it is they can help themselves with. You got all these whales next to you, your peers, and you won't do nothing to their money. It'd be 5 of them with a fourth of everything we have as a whole, and you won't dare look at your peer that way. But you'll take from people who don't have nothing, who lives they can barely live a full life because of how poor they are. You'll take from them. No. Nope. No, there is a reaction to that. There is a natural reaction to that ambition. You can't do that and think it's just going to be easy. You can't do that and think there's not going to be some reaction. So I am that. I've been saying that for the last couple of days. I believe that I am a reaction to the various things that have happened to people, to human beings in this world. And I'm not standing for bull crap in this way. I will not. I will stand firm and put my money where my mouth is and let it be where it is. The Terra Luna thing, that's a whole nother story. That is not a picket line fight situation. That was me taking an opportunity, gambling, and maybe it wins, maybe it doesn't. But I'm talking about AMC, G, and me. That right there, that's a war that I'm very proud to be a part of. And the enemy on the other side, whoever they are, however many it is, they are going to have to understand that it's many of us too, and we are not at all lacking in motivation to stay firm in what it is that we're doing. This Terra Luna thing, it's just further motivation. It's further reinforcement, bulletin board material if you're a sports fan. That's exactly what that was. You gave us more reasons to buy and hold, and you gave new people a reason to listen to us. That's the reality of it. You just did another January 27th for an entirely new fleet of apes. And look, I'll be devil's advocate. Maybe that's what the rumor is thrown out there for. Maybe some weirdo ape came up with this idea to try to further ruin Citadel's, reputation by lumping them into this nonsense, and they really didn't. Hey, I won't rule that out. I would never rule that out. That is very possible, and it's very responsible for me to say that to you. It's very possible some clown on our side wants to lump them in just because they, that's just how humans are. But again, I say to you the same thing I said in the last Apes Rant. When you know what someone needs, you don't need to know how they're going to get it. You don't need to be confirmed that they're going to get it. And if it's large, when something that large moves, you can look at them first. You can say, okay, I know they need something that big, so that's what I'm doing here. I know they need something that big, so that is all I am doing. It's just speculation. And at the end of the day, man, everybody who's lost their backsides to this, man, I've talked about this Terra Luna thing for the last 3 days. I knew it was bad before I jumped all the way in. It was bad when I jumped in. It's bad now. I get it. I'm in there with you. I'm sorry this happened to you. A lot of y'all did not jump in this willingly. I chose to. I am not like y'all. I'm not the same. You guys are taking on losses that I did not. And I respect that, and I pray for y'all. And it definitely could have happened to me. 100% could have happened to me. And that is also something that fuels me. It could have happened to me, you know. I think about having certain situations not work out for me because of nefarious stuff, people doing whatever, you know, in life. And I feel for people who lost this much. I've never lost that much. I hope to try to stand for y'all, and hopefully, you know, if everything falls the way it's supposed to do, maybe the money can come to you some other way. Maybe you can get all that money back. I believe that is totally possible. I do. I really do. Living in the world that we're in today, I think every person who lost every coin in Terra Luna should be able to get it back somehow. The environment we're in, you can get that money back. We're just gonna have to get through the times we're in. But what I mean by environment is the crypto space is still booming. It's still early. So whatever new money that you make over the next year, you can invest it. You will see gains crazy. I believe that. We just have to fix the market. We just have to fix the environment, because the coins, the projects, I believe in. It's the people who are brokeraging those projects to us that I have questions about. It's their methods that I have questions about. So I just hope everybody gets their money back, man. I'm standing here firm. I lost my little $400. No big deal. It does suck because I was using the money, but it doesn't suck because it was not everything I had, and I just live with that. But if it was everything I'd had, I'd want someone like myself to be in this with me, knowing that it was bad. Hopefully they didn't lose everything, but be in this with me, because we all need to be upset about this. We should not let this slide. If we let those who did this or those who were supposed to stop this off the hook, it may happen over and over again after this. So we gotta make a fuss, man. I'm in this. I'm in it. I don't feel too good, but I'm in it. And I'm telling y'all, man, I'm gonna hold every one of those damn coins. I'm not selling anything for no $60 wherever it is right now. That's not happening. And you know, whatever you guys do, just understand I'm rooting for you all. BDF 44. Thank you all for watching.